Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. On behalf of UN Women, I would like to congratulate Casa Depositi e Prestiti for developing such a compelling program. I warmly salute the participants of this forum. SDG Goal 5 on gender equality is key to sustainable development. Sustainable development calls for action on three fronts: social, economic, and environmental. Women are central to progress in each of these areas. This means that the world must collectively empower women and drop discriminatory barriers in diverse areas, whether it is finance, the tech industry, agriculture, energy, health, education, and disaster risk resilience, to name but a few. As we approach the midpoint of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the headline news is that the world is not on track to achieve SDG 5. In fact, incoming data show ominous signs of reversal of progress, which underscores the need for bold action and ambitious finance to finance that action. To illustrate with just a few examples, the glass ceiling for women remains intact. Did you know that only 1 in 3 managers or supervisors is a woman? And at the current pace of progress, gender parity broadly will not be achieved until the year 2162. In other words, 140 years from today. Despite progress, only 26% of countries have a comprehensive system to track gender budget allocations. And we know from the Gender Snapshot Report, a document prepared by UN Women, along with the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, that funding for gender equality has simply not kept pace with the increasing set of global challenges and the backlash against women's rights that we are seeing in many parts of the world. Finance, development finance, has a particularly important role to play because bilateral and multilateral official development assistance cannot suffice by itself. In fact, only 4.6% of total bilateral allocable ODA goes towards programs where gender equality is the main objective. That is simply not enough. Public finance must be used catalytically to crowd in private finance and bring more financing to the issue of gender equality. At the same time, we must also leverage the capacities, skills, and the power of young people, because young people have a really important role to play in building both a green and a just transition. We see for ourselves that young people and adolescents are leading global movements for change. They bring renewed energy and opportunities for achieving a more equal world for all. And their meaningful participation in decision-making processes is actually critical to advancing gender equality and to bolstering local and country-level ownership and buy-in for social work as well as for development. And we know, having just come out of COP27, how existential a threat climate change is for all of us. It has become one of the defining issues of this generation for young people. From catastrophic storms and severe droughts to increasing global temperatures and rising sea levels, the way our planet is changing is not for the better. Youth have an increasingly strong social and environmental awareness, and this power is power that can transform our societies and push us into taking the needed actions to secure a low-carbon, climate-resilient future. In conclusion, let me just say that global cooperation and investments in the gender equality agenda, including through increased national and international funding, is absolutely essential to right the course and to put SDG 5 back on track. We're halfway to the 2030 endpoint, so the time to act and invest in women and girls is now. We trust that financial institutions such as Casa Depositi y Prestiti will be part of the solution. So we are very glad that Casa Depositi y Prestiti is part of the Paris Development Bank statement on gender equality and women's empowerment. We hope that you will continue to contribute to the realization of gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls, and we encourage everybody to join hands in what can only be achieved collectively. I thank you, and I wish you all a successful forum.